Hey everybody, this is Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Please make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, and you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. Now, let's get into the news.
With all his heart. And he would never. Oh my God. He would never let it happen to him. He know, trust me, he know how much he cared for that girl. He loved her so much. He loved her so much, and she loved him so much.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Anything else?
I want to speak.
I think you would come forward.
I am I'm Tasia mother. I don't, to me, O'Shea wouldn't hurt his baby. No, I stay with them. O'Shea wouldn't hurt his baby. For one, I feel though that all the stuff that came to us is not right, because anytime you stop a vehicle, you're supposed to secure the vehicle and make sure someone is in the vehicle, see in the vehicle, because you don't know who in the vehicle. They didn't even do that. So he didn't hurt his baby. If the car, like they said, the car was on fire, we hadn't seen the video or nothing. If the car was on fire, he went back and got his baby. He'd have died for his baby. I don't believe that.
Your Honor?
No.
Hold on one second.
I don't believe what they saying. That he didn't want to kill his baby. You know, things happen, but he didn't kill his baby. If that car was on fire, he'd have saved his baby. No. The video, that should secure the car. They didn't even secure the car. They didn't even come and tell us what happened or nothing. We had to come to them to find out what happened. They didn't tell us nothing, y'all. Nothing. They didn't do their
So
job.
sorry.
I feel they knew their jobs, right? But when we deny his bond, that man ain't gonna run over. That man loves his baby.
All right, thank you. You may be seated.
Your Honor.
Hold on a second, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, sir. All right, Mr. Norman, I want to make sure you understand your rights again. Do you understand that you have a right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand that anything you say could be used against you, and your silence
Yes, sir.
cannot be used against you? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you also understand by state law that it's mandatory that your bond be denied?
Yes, sir.
All right. Having told you those rights and going over with that with you, do you want to make any other statements, or would you like to remain silent from this point forward?
I just want to say when I did get out of the car.
So you do want to make a statement,
I
sir?
don't really want to make a statement. I wanted to make a statement about when I got out of the car. That's all. It was. I just know that the car wasn't on fire when I got out of the car. I wouldn't have got out. I would have stayed in that car with my daughter. I wouldn't never got out the car while the car was on fire. I seen sparks come from the tires, which is why I tried to stop, and I couldn't stop at that point. I don't know why. What happened to the car? Why I couldn't stop? It was going by itself. I couldn't hit the gas or the brakes or anything anymore. When I hit the brakes, I just kept going the same amount of speed. I don't know if it was grinding because the tire had fell out, but.
Okay.
I would never leave my daughter. I would have stayed in that car. If I couldn't get my daughter out of that car, I wouldn't have got out.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
This is coming from Fox News, South Carolina, and it is dated for April 15, 2019. And it says, the South Carolina Highway Patrol said a man has been arrested after the car he was driving burst into flames during a chase on I-85, killing a 1-year-old child inside. Troopers say that around 10:20 p.m. Friday, they attempted a traffic stop on Highway 14 in Greenville. The driver did not stop, and a chase began on Highway 14 until the driver led troopers onto I-85 north near marker 56. During this time, troopers say they observed smoke and sparks coming from the vehicle. The smoke continued to intensify, so troopers alerted the fire department. As the car began to catch fire, troopers say they saw a large bag being thrown from the vehicle. Around mile marker 60, the car began completely engulfed in flames. Troopers said the car's speed decreased to nearly 30 miles per hour. The driver proceeded to exit the vehicle and take off on foot as the car rolled to a stop. After firefighters extinguished the blaze, troopers say a small body was found in the back seat. According to Spartanburg County Coroner Rusty, that body was of 1-year-old Zena Norman of Foxborough Road in Spartanburg, died in the Friday night incident. An autopsy to determine Zena's exact cause of death will be performed at a later date. SLED was called in to help investigate, and a K-9 unit was deployed as law enforcement canvassed the area for the driver. Troopers say they covered the bag that was thrown from the car during the pursuit and found illegal drugs inside. Though the initial search was unsuccessful, troopers say they eventually were able to track down the suspect, Imhotep Osiris Norman, who is 26 years old. Norman was arrested and taken to the Spartanburg County Detention Center. SLED has charged Norman with homicide by child abuse in this case. On Monday, troopers released the charge they had filed against Norman following the case. Those charges are failure to stop for a blue light resulting in death, possession with intent to distribute marijuana, possession with intent to distribute methamphetamines, and another possession charge. A police report from October 2018 says Norman was arrested after a traffic stop led to the discovery of a pistol, marijuana, and other illegal drugs. Those charges are just a few filed against him in South Carolina, which include unlawful carrying of a weapon and possession of Schedule 1, 2, and 3 substances. During that same traffic stop, officers mentioned that a young child was in the car. Norman went before a Spartanburg County judge at 2 p.m. Saturday, where his bond was denied. Norman's mother spoke on his behalf. On the other side, the victim's family beat on the glass over the emotional testimonies. I just know that the car wasn't on fire when I got out the car. I would have stayed in that car with my daughter. I would have never got out of the car while the car was on fire. I seen sparks coming from under the tires when I tried to stop, and I couldn't stop at that point. I don't know what happened to the car where I couldn't stop. The suspect told the judge moments before bond court ended on Saturday. Norman is facing new charges from the South Carolina Highway Patrol and went through bond court again Monday, April 15th. He was denied bond again. Now, remember, in the video, you could hear the family saying that they didn't think that Norman would do anything like that, and they were mentioning that they hadn't seen the video yet. Well, this is another article coming from CBS 17, and it says the South Carolina Highway Patrol has released the dash cam video showing the moments leading up to the fiery death of 1-year-old girl from Spartanburg, Zena. Investigators say her father was behind the wheel and escaped out the passenger side after leading authorities on the chase. Zena Norman was left inside the car, which caught fire. Before the car stopped, sparks were seen and parts that were on fire were coming off the car along the highway. The family of Zena Norman's mother had asked the video be released, and WSPA was with the family Friday as they watched it for the first time. A Freedom of Information Act request for the Highway Patrol dash cam video is providing answers to a question that has plagued the family of 1-year-old Zena Norman since the night she died, April 12th. 2019. What really happened? What really happened that day and night, said Christine Palmer, Zena's grandmother. The driver, her father, Norman, had defended himself at his bond hearing that night. Zena died. He told the judge, I just know that the car wasn't on fire when I got out the car. I would have stayed in there with my daughter. I would have never got out the car while I was on fire. That's what Norman said. Friday, the family that once stood behind Norman watched in horror as sparks turned to flames, and he continued driving even around a patrol car trying to stop him, all with his baby daughter inside. Moments later, as the car becomes fully engulfed, a trooper realizes the driver has escaped out the passenger side. The visual truth is adding new pain to a wound that hasn't even begun to heal. He was still driving the car. He didn't even pull over to stop. Then I knew he didn't care nothing about that baby. He didn't care about nobody but himself, said Palmer. She, as well as other relatives, were there Friday with Zena's mother, whose grief was too overwhelming for words. I used to love Norman. He was a good person, but now I seen the real person. He lied for himself, so I want justice for my baby and my grandbaby and my baby. That's all I want," said Palmer. The reason why I made this video and I wanted to talk about this, even though this actually occurred in April, is because I was on Facebook actually this morning and I came across this video of Norman in court, and I seen his family speaking for him, and I seen them crying, and then I heard what he had to say, and I heard him crying, and I was like, oh, well, maybe he didn't mean to do it. And I mean, because whatever is going on, everyone seems to be really sensitive about it, and his family really seems to have his back, felt bad about the 1-year-old, but I seen how everyone was expressing themselves. So I decided to go and do a little research on it. And when I found these articles and read these articles, I was like, ain't this about a blimp? He's sitting up there crying, talking about he didn't mean to do it and he would have never done that. People will lie and have the most convincing faces and will be crying crocodile tears. And all along, based on the articles and how I feel about it now that I done read it, all he cared about was himself and not getting caught. That's why he dashed from the car and left his 1-year-old daughter in there. So I just said that I wanted to show you all in the way that I seen it. So instead of reading the article first, I wanted you to look at the video, then hear what actually happened. So tell me what you think about it now, since you done seen and heard everything. Please leave your comment below. And while you're leaving it below, could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so, right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. And you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. You all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.